All right, my name's Jonah Hunt, and this is my current analysis presentation for Political Science 240 International Relations. Hi, Professor. This isn't how I expected to give this presentation, but I'm going to try to make the most of it. Hopefully, it doesn't go too much over 5 minutes. All right, the country I chose was the country of Haiti, located in the southern Caribbean. That right there, it shares Hispaniola with the country of the Dominican Republic. And it has a long history. It was occupied by natives for thousands of years. When the Spaniards came post-Columbus, the natives were enslaved, used to mine gold. Their populations were decimated by the Spaniards through the harsh slave conditions and by English diseases. Once the Spaniard population dwindled on this side of the island of Hispaniola, the French eventually came in, and with them they started bringing African slaves. They used the slaves to grow sugar cane, along with other crops, cocoa, indigo, coffee, but primarily sugar cane, which was hugely profitable for France. Around the 1790s, you have a slave rebellion kickoff. At that point, there's about 500,000 African slaves, 32,000 free whites, slave owners, and a few thousand, tens of thousands of mixed race, biracial people in this racial hierarchy that existed. It's a long, brutal fight, rebellion, but these slaves do free themselves. They do get victory. Around 1804, Haiti is declared independent. But France does come in, they pull up, they say, we're going to give you independence, we're going to acknowledge your sovereignty, but you owe us money for this loss of property, for this loss of our slaves. And Haiti has to pay them somewhere in the number of 100 million francs. I've seen a few different numbers. They could not afford to do this, so they actually had to get loans from French banks to pay back their debt to France. One of many things that has really kept Haiti in a pit of poverty over the centuries, which has been very hard to get out of. Moving into the mid 1800s to 1915s, like 16 of the 20 leaders are couped or assassinated. 1915, the U.S. invades and occupies for 19 years until 1934. They have forced labor, somewhat akin to slavery, that they enact on the people of Haiti. It was said that they were bringing stability to the country, but realistically there were economic investments, and economic interest in Haiti. Papa Doc wins election, Duvalier, in 1957. Him and his son are dictatorial, harsh leaders. He is backed by the U.S. because he is this anti-communist power propped up against Castro's Cuba in the Caribbean. Leading into the 90s, the 2000s, you have intervention from both the UN, the U.S., and NGOs. Not all of this intervention is good. Clinton brings in 20,000 troops in 1994 after the current leader had been toppled by the military. The UN continues to intervene. Some of the aid is undoubtedly good, positive, but in many cases it's not. The UN a peacekeeping mission in 2010 was linked to a cholera outbreak, sewage getting into a water supply, rivers, and around 10,000 people died, many more were infected, obviously hurting relations between the UN and Haitians. In 2021, the last president of Haiti was assassinated. Ariel Henry, the newly appointed prime minister, took over. Since he took over, there has not been elections, which has further frustrated Haitians, this lack of democracy of elections, and has increased the growing power of gangs throughout Haiti. Recently, in March 2023, while Henry was out of the country, trying to drum up a Kenyan-led UN peacekeeping mission to come and intervene in Haiti, the gangs in Haiti orchestrated, several of them, a prison break, which released more than 3,600 inmates. The police force, the military force in Haiti is not strong. And the gangs have a lot of power, so there has been fights throughout Haiti for the last few months. Currently, there has been a transitional council set up. Henry said he would step down once it was set up, and they are working on have declared a new new personnel, new ministers, and will have some powers among the council through, I believe, February 2026. Um, the gangs have led to destabilization, obviously, violence, fights, and a lot of people being displaced. So that is a quick history of Haiti. I'm leaving out a lot. There's a lot more I could have looked at, but there's some key takeaways I think we can look at, and a couple theories that we can use to analyze some of the events that have gone on in Haiti. Or all right, quick little scene change there. So one of the key aspects that we can look at from our class that is very prevalent through Haitian history is colonialism, which has left a long legacy in the country, which is still seen today in the poverty that Haitians suffer from, one of the most impoverished countries in the Western Hemisphere. The debt with France obviously worsened this. You have this history of enslavement, extraction, production of crops for economic benefit for colonial powers like France, the U.S. invasion, occupation, and you see this long legacy of colonialism that really helps to shape Haiti from its history to today. Environmental factors play a big role in the problems going on in Haiti, economic problems, displacing thousands of people. We have, of course, natural disasters, earthquakes, floods, hurricanes, which have killed, between hundreds, thousands, and hundreds of thousands of people, displacing many people, destroying homes. That, of course, worsens the economic problems. There's also, of course, the more recent displacements caused by the gangs that are fighting and taking over in Haiti and Port-au-Prince, the capital city. The environmental disasters, as I said, will likely get worse because of climate change. Even if Haiti has not played a large role in global greenhouse emissions, they will probably suffer more than their fair share of the consequences. Another thing to look at with Haiti, besides environmental issues, and of course the UN having issues, the cholera outbreak, U.S. and UN intervention not necessarily being positive. When you look at global relations between Haiti and other countries, there's this power dynamic of more powerful countries extracting from Haiti or intervening in its elections, its government for their own purposes. You could see that with the U.S. During the Cold War. We could move into some theories. So I used liberal theory in my paper because I think it acknowledges and places importance on democracy, something that is lacking in Haiti, that Haitians and the people in Haiti have been frustrated by, have been seeking out to have better. They've been seeking out better representation, wanting to have elections that have not been happening. A lack of elections in recent years, lack of elections under Henry has led to frustration. The gangs gaining power, and that is something I think needs to be changed for the stability of Haiti, to have free and fair elections, for the people to have a voice, and liberalism promotes that. That might also improve relations between Haiti and the rest of the world. Certainly, if they were more stable, it may be harder for the rest of the world to intervene in the country for their own purposes that do not suit Haiti. Liberalism also acknowledges, more so than contrasting with a theory like realism that looks at states as these unitary, hegemonic, singular actors, not really acknowledging divisions within a country domestically. Liberalism takes more into account non-state actors, which, as we can see in a country like Haiti, have played a huge role, both in its history, looking at the slave rebellion, the successful slave rebellion, founding of a black republic, to today with the gangs, really causing this division and catastrophe in Haiti regionally. We can see how important non-state actors can be in a country's domestic and international relations. Moving on to feminist theory. All right, feminist theory would have us look at a few different things. Critical feminist theory would draw our attention to the lack of female representation, women being represented in Haitian government, including in the recent transitional council. Half the population, which is undergoing a lot of trouble, violence, displacement, just as men are underrepresented in the government. The theory would also draw our attention to gendered violence against girls and women, something that unfortunately has been going on for a long time in Haiti, sexual violence, MINUSTA, the UN mission in Haiti, running from like 2004 to 2017, there was allegations of rape and other atrocities against civilians. We're talking about an impoverished country where, especially now with the gangs, where finding justice is likely very hard. Um, there has also been, systematic violence perpetuated against girls and women by the gangs more recently, and there is also this part of feminist critical theory that would acknowledge and paint post-conflict intervention as militarized, masculine attempts to monopolize power, to bring the monopoly on power and violence away from the gangs. And there's also this potential for gendered violence against women and girls in a post-conflict, including by intervention forces. So feminist theory would have us look at the lack of representation in government, gendered violence against women and girls, and the way in which post-conflict intervention plays out and is dominated by masculine ideas of what needs to be fixed and prioritized. We talked about liberal theory, acknowledging the importance of non-state actors, a crucial role in Haiti's history with the Black Rebellion, founding of the Black Republic, to today with the gangs that have had immense power and influence. We talked about the long legacy of colonialism, extraction, domination, enslavement, intervention by foreign powers with this power dynamic that favors colonial governments, the US government intervening in Haiti for their own purposes and benefits at times. You could see this during the Cold War with Papa Doc Dulvier, and we talked about the environmental disasters that continue to be rampant in Haiti. I hope you're well, Professor. Take care.